Good morning. It's just before 7 o'clock on 18th of September. I've not been out for a walk for quite some time. I thought this morning I got no excuse. It looks like it's going to be a lovely morning, though it's still a bit cold. It's about 7 degrees, but the sunrise is looking really great. It's lighting up everything in a lovely sort of orangey colour. Anyway, I'm off for a walk down to the woods, get a brew out there probably, maybe something to eat. Just walking along here, nice and peacefully, and this field just in front of us, probably about, I don't know, 15 yards away. There's 2 deer. Just disturbed them, but they're so well hidden in the crop, which is actually beans, that they haven't gone very far. I think my plodding along with boots making quite a bit of noise. Obviously disturbed them. Can't see them, but they must be having a feast in there. It's absolutely packed with big, there he is. There he goes. Bounding off in the long grass. He's 50 yards away now. Sticking his ears up, trying to work out what's going on. Don't think we can get a better view. It's really hard for me to see. I'm sure it's even more difficult for the camera to pick up. What a gorgeous morning. Still quite damp everywhere. Didn't have any rain. Oh Christ, there's another one behind me. Look at that. Right out in the open. He's stopped and seen me now. And he's trying to work out what to do. Twisting his ears, looking away. He was walking slowly towards the wood there. Prancing. Ah. Did he catch that? The deer behind me, the one I first saw, was barking. No, I can't see him. That'll be where I'm going for a brew, just over that way. Sort of go up the tree line really, that direction. This guy's just vanishing into the trees. Ah. And off we go. This is a nice little place. Down by the burn. Place called Shanty. Oh, another deer. Just walked across the road there, wandering up to the tree. He hasn't seen me yet. Maybe if I keep in a bit. Aye, beautiful little place. Dark here. Oh, he's wandering out now. He's having something to eat. Stay still for a second. Nice little burn here. We'll see this again later on. I'm going to try and sneak a bit closer to this little lad. Probably making too much noise in here. There he is. Bound to spot me in a second. Yeah, I think he's seen me. Nope, having something to eat. I'm obviously quite invisible today. Now I'm out into the light now. He just has to see me. Bloody hell, sticking his leg up. Not a care in the world. That's less than 40 yards, I think. pigeons see me and they're off. This lad's, we're at 30 yards now, I reckon. Bloody hell, he's got to see me now. Yep. And there he goes. Not in much of a hurry, my goodness. Look at that view. Ploughed the field since last time I was here. Got the back of Barry Hill just there. And behind it you can see those trees there and there. That's the top of Loyal Hill. That deer's still there. You see him, he's there. Gone. There he is in the field. Running along. Just there. Crazy. Sometimes you can't get anywhere near them. Now this field here is something we've wanted to explore for quite some time. There's a mound there with some grass on top of it. There's supposed to be a pile of standing stones in there. Every time we come down here, the field's either got a crop in it or he's about to put a crop in. Actually, I don't think there's anything in there at the moment, but he has ploughed it, so I don't want to go in. One year we will get in there. Oh dear. Onwards and upwards. You can hear me puffing now. Well, we can turn off here into this little woodland walk. The grass looks very wet. Oh, another deer. 2 deers. Well, I've really seen them today. And they skedaddled quite quickly. They will get very close. It's quite overgrown. And that, I think, is a deer track. I have to explore that sometime. Off down here into the woods. Quite gloomy in here. You can see down there where the sun's out on the field. It's fairly bright outside. But the character of the forest changed. It's starting to get a little bit more open down below. And you'll notice there's lots of leaves coming down now. Some old leaves there and some new. It's quite still in here. There's a bit of a breeze blowing outside. As I said earlier, it did feel a bit cold. 7 degrees it was when I set out. Oh, buzzard there. As well as the pigeons, of course. Can't tell where the buzzard is. Seems to be coming from everywhere. I don't think I've ever seen a wood with so many branches lying around in it. On the ground, so much litter. It's difficult in places to walk without cracking something. Without cracking a branch. Makes it difficult to be silent. As you'll see when I walk over this lot. That's why the deer can hear me coming a mile off. It is lovely in here. I'm going on a bit further. Across this way, up the hill a little bit. And just where the light is coming through the trees over there somewhere, I'll find a nice little spot and have a brew. I'm just in the process of prepping my little stove for a brew, and somewhere very close behind me is a deer. He's just been barking. Oh Christ, there he is. 20 yards. He's still looking at me. I'm lit up like a bloody Christmas tree here, aren't I? Sitting on the edge of the wood. There he goes. Wow. Good morning to you. He doesn't know what to make of it. He's bobbing his head, looking at me. No. Away he goes. Oh, that was brilliant. I think these guys must be getting used to me. They don't seem to be all that shy. Wow. Anyway, on with the brew. I really can't believe this. Just a few seconds have gone by, and there's either another deer there, or it's the same one. It's been barking. The darn thing ran up the hill as if it was the same deer. He's looking at me. What's going on? And he's pedalling it away. Very strange. Oh, this is a bit. Oh, is he back again? And there's some young yet round here or something. I don't know what's going on. Interestingly, on the way up, just over there somewhere, about 200 yards, 250 yards, I saw the skeleton of a young deer. I think it's a young deer anyway. I've never seen partial skeleton like that. And deer's over there now. I can see him. He's just about there somewhere behind the trees. I think it was a skull of a young deer. It wasn't that huge. Definitely wasn't a sheep. Too big for anything else. That boy's still there. Too big for anything else. There was jaws as well. Some vertebrae and a couple of leg bones. There's two deer. There's one down there and there's one over there. That one is hard to see, but you just see the movement amongst the trees. Is basically just below my sort of horizon on that wood there. Interesting. Normally, when you disturb them, they're away, and that's it. They don't come back. Hopefully you can catch that barking. Anyway, I want my brew. Hopefully that's the brew on the way. Made this little fire steel, quite tiny as you can see, and it's just a piece of rosewood, a piece of rose bush. I cut down a large section of it about a year or maybe 2 years ago, and I've just left it to dry. What I was going to do with the thicker part was make a small stick, just experiment with it. I had this left over, a few pieces like this, and I popped in this 3mm, I think it's 3.5mm ferrocerium rod, and it works quite well. It's just a little backup, nothing else. And the bark on this rose, it looks really good, and is hard as iron. It's a grand little thing. That's what I've just used to get this going. That and a bit of char cloth and some sort of scraps of garden twine, jute I guess. Just the waste bits I tend to collect up and stick in my fire bag. So brew shortly, yeah. There you go, 10 minutes and enough water boiling for some porridge and for a brew. We've got tea in this little thing we got from a charity shop, which paid £1 for it for me. It's brilliant. We've got some milk in a little hip flask, just enough for a couple of brews. And no, there is no brandy in there, it's just milk. And some porridge with raisins and, what are they called? Cranberries, raisins and cranberries. So I think I'll enjoy that now. Well, that's me fed and watered now. Nice mug of porridge with fruit and 2 brews, so I really enjoyed that. I've cleaned up after me, you can't tell I've been there. Looks exactly as it did before I arrived, which is great. So I'm going to take a slow walk back now, maybe stop off for a rest part way around, but that's the plan. Also got myself a little walking stick as well, which I'll have a go at carving later on. That should be fun. And off we go. It's turning out to be a really nice morning. Some cloud, but it's very high. Very fine. Absolutely beautiful. Out to the woods now. Beautiful look at the countryside as the sun comes out onto it. Still got fields here ready to harvest. We can see loads of sheep in the distance on the side of the hill. And that there, just there, is Blair Hill. You can see a little tower or something on the top of it. That's something I'm going to walk up there one day. That'll be quite nice. Really good view from up there, I should imagine. Very quiet, apart from all the deer, of course. I think I can hear some harvesters in the distance. Oh, look at this view. That's the Sidlaws across there, with Perth in a dip down there somewhere which we can't see. There we've got Dunsinane, Macbeth's Castle. Across we come to King's Seat. And over here we've got the back of the Lundy Craigs and transmitter up the top there and the trig point. I'm thinking of going up there tomorrow. Over that way is Kimperney Hill. And there are houses around the back of this hill here, Barry Hill. Absolutely beautiful today. I could just pitch up a chair and stay here all day. It's beautiful. That comes out. That's a beautiful butterfly. Just sunning himself there. He doesn't like me putting him in the shade. All this lovely mountain ash here. Beautiful colours. Tons and tons of it. Incredibly bright. Beautiful red. Darn noisy devils, aren't they?